Alright guys, let's take a look at OKB token on the channel for the first time. Now I need to go ahead and say I don't hold any of this token, but I do think it's a good token to hold. And guys, look at this, trend line here. It hasn't been broken on a weekly time frame since June of 2022. So this is a very, very, very strong token. Now every time it comes back and hits this trend line, it's a great buying opportunity. Got pretty close on this week, but it didn't quite touch it. So yeah, it is getting a nice bounce though from where it was at its low at about, let's say, 46.70 here. And yeah, let's take a look at the tokenomics real quick. Now I need to show you that this only has 60 million circulating right now, and the total supply of what's been created is 235 million. Now the max supply is 300 million. So this is something comparable to like Gate token, guys. Now the circulating supply is double. So that is why you also see a little bit worse price with Gate. And Gate for the last month, guys, has just been on a downtrend. I'm not sure why, but yeah, it's kind of getting a little bit of a breather now. Let's hope this starts to trend back up. But I just want to compare it to OKB here. So now, if we go to the all-time high, guys, 73.80 was the all-time high, 26% discount at the moment. So when it's like a 26% discount, yeah, I do believe it's probably going to take out its all-time high sooner or later. But yeah, the all-time low, I wish I would have picked it up at 58 cents, guys. That would have been an amazing pickup. If you did pick it up there, congratulations. You should probably hold this forever. You'll never see that price again, that's for sure. So anyways, this, as to tokenomics, looks pretty good. Now I do want to compare the exchanges as well. And this is the top cryptocurrency spot exchanges. So yeah, the ranks and scores exchanges based on traffic, liquidity, trading volumes, and confidence. So you have OKX as the number 5. That's actually pretty good, guys. It's right behind Binance, Bybit, Coinbase, Upbit, and it's ahead of Bitget, MEXC, and Gate. Now Gate we looked at, and I do like Bitget. I like MEXC. I don't like Coinbase. Upbit, I think it's only for Koreans, guys. Bybit is actually very good, and Binance too. So this is in some very, very good company, guys. Now let's take a quick look at the volume here, guys. As you can see, we're right here, and this larger candlestick, we've actually just cleared that, it looks like. So this is pretty good, guys. This candlestick is maybe about half the size of the one we've just pushed through. So yeah, there isn't much more volume above us, guys. So this is a very good place to be in. Now, if we were to lose probably this candlestick here, at least on a weekly time frame, guys, I would say at like 48 bucks, that could see like a quick rundown to, what is this, about 28 bucks. It is kind of strange that it did find support here, because this is one of the lowest candlesticks. And yeah, I wouldn't rule out it falling all the way back to $28. Now, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It is actually looking very good, guys. I just I think this is a very strong token. More than likely, that scenario playing out at this point, it's just it's not possible. Now, looking at the Bollinger Bands, guys, this is actually pretty narrow here, but it's not really pinching. You can see a pinch here, and then you have this pump. So yeah, we don't really have a pinch yet on the weekly time frame. Now, daily time frame, let's take a look. It's actually widening here, but it isn't too fat, but it isn't so narrow either. I mean, you can see here, this was much more narrow, had kind of a pinch, and you have a pump. So on the monthly time frame, let's see if this has a long enough. Yeah, it's actually quite wide on the monthly time frame, but this was much wider, of course. But yeah, I just don't see any pinches across the board, monthly, weekly, daily. If this would turn back down on the weekly time frame and this would start to pinch in, it wouldn't take long, I think, to get a little bit of a pinch and a pump on a weekly time frame Bollinger Band. Now, taking a look at the MACD, guys, on the monthly, it is printing lighter red candles here. And it looks like it might start to print green soon. I do think this has bottomed, at least on the monthly time frame. Weekly time frame, it is actually starting to print a small green candle here, kind of going sideways though. Let's zoom out here, and the highest it ever was about 8.45, so it has a long way to run when we're looking at the MACD on a weekly time frame. Daily time frame, Also, it's about neutral, we can say, right at 0. Now, this back in December was a 4.15, so it has a long way to go. And there was a little bit higher here. So it looks like once it gets to about 4.5, though, that's where it kind of peaks out. So yeah, it's really far from that right now. And yeah, it's actually printing a light red candle here. So I do think you're about to get a green wave on the MACD. Now, just taking a look at Bitcoin real quick, guys. Basically, we're still just consolidating. We've been here since about the 8th of May. So you're talking about basically a little bit more than a month, about a month and a half, guys, of just consolidation. So a lot of people just panic all the time when it goes down. When it goes up, everybody's euphoric, but it's just in a $10,000 consolidation for the most part, guys. Now, taking a look at the CME, still kind of within this flag. I think I put this on a weekly time frame. So if it does break out, guys, it's going to $133,760 according to this, and technicals. So looking at Ethereum, still making higher lows, and it's holding on to 25.06. So this is actually a good sign. I'm really surprised, guys, in the last few days it hasn't broken that and come down and really retested this bottom side of this flag. So Ethereum is looking maybe like the strongest altcoin at the moment from, maybe the top 100 or 200. But yeah, it's holding on to 25.06. So I'm a little bit proud of it here. Now, the total market cap, guys, excluding Bitcoin, still within this channel, trying to get over the 1.14 trillion hump, and it hasn't been able to do that in the last few days. So let's see what happens. Now, the dominance, guys, again, green candle today, green candle yesterday. So yeah, this is just not looking good, guys. I think it's still going to continue up, probably a little bit more, unfortunately. But we have to wait and see. We have to be patient. But we need the dominance to go down for altcoin holders. Now, the USDT dominance, we also need this to go down. We need people to spend their USDT, and that will, pump coins as well. But the more people holding USDT or dollars, the worse for crypto. Now, looking at the dollar index, guys, it is actually getting a little bit of a push today. Trying to break through 99.17, but so far has gotten a little bit of a rejection here. So let's see. I do think it's probably just going to consolidate down here for a little bit. Now, the altcoin season index at a 20 still, was a 20 yesterday, so nothing has really changed there. The liquidation heat map, guys, in the last 24 hours, only 134 or 135 million have been wrecked, basically. And that's actually relatively low. I did actually expect a little bit more to be wrecked, but it's pretty much equal on both sides. Now, looking at the fear and greed, guys, we have a 57 today. So yesterday was a 52. We have come up just slightly here. Not sure really why. But anyways, bull market peak indicator still 0 from 30. I'm a broken record here, guys. Still 100% hold. This is why I'm holding out hope, guys. And I am not selling. I am not going to sell until I start to see more of these indicators hit. Now, the best indicator here is the Pi Cycle Top indicator. If I zoom in, guys, it's, the orange line is coming back up, but this, green line, it just looks like it wants to go to the upside. So it wants to, avoid the orange line for now. Now, looking at the economic calendar for today, there is nothing in the U.S., guys, of importance. So they do have a holiday. Now, tomorrow you do have Philadelphia Fed Manufacturing and U.S. Leading Index. So out of a 1, to 10 scale, I would say that's maybe a 3 tomorrow. Nothing so important. Now, if we do take a look at Moodix today, guys, today is a little bit negative day. Still the week and month are positive. Now, the year is back down negative, but sentiment is still risk on, and the trend is sideways. Now, looking at the FedWatch tools, guys, you can see we have about a 91.7% chance of no cut next month. Now, keep in mind, there's 41 days, so it's still a long way to go. There's still about an 8% chance we will get a cut, a small cut, but yeah, we just have to wait and see. Now, they do say that there's going to be 2 cuts this year, but the consensus is that the next one will probably be in September, but you know, it's about a 59% chance at the moment, and there's still a 36% chance that there is no cut. Now, a 5% chance that we'll get a half-point cut, but I just don't think that's going to happen. Now, Truflation is still showing about a 2.11% inflation index. Now, that has gone up, you know, in the last couple weeks just because of the oil situation, guys. Now, crypto bubbles looking better for today, guys. But still, we have a long way to go to make up for what we've lost. Now, anyways, you can see OKB here. There are a lot of other winners like Say and MNT, Arrow. I just did a video on that the other day, guys. Check that out. And yeah, but mainly things I would say are about 5 or 6% across the board up. If you do have down, it's not that big except for IP. So maybe something is going on there. That's why it's down more. I have no idea. Now, if you want to stake your crypto, guys, go actually to OKB, but I don't think there's going to be any other place to stake it other than OKX. So yeah, it doesn't show anything here, but if you want to look for any other coins like Bitcoin or Ethereum, guys, just go to Earn here, and yeah, you can check that out. Let's check out Ethereum. There is 57 deals found. Be careful, they do have limits. They also have the amount of days that you have to stake and lock up your coins, so you don't want to get locked up in something you can't get out of, guys, like I always say. And yeah, that's all I pretty much got for you on OKB today, guys. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, guys, and check out some of those deals I have with the exchanges below. I have exchanges. I have 9 partnerships with these exchanges, guys. Bitget, MEXC, BingX, Blowfin, BitUnix, Bitrue, WeX, BTSE, BTCC. So there are all different exchanges. They all have different things that they offer. You know, check them out. I have about 10 or 12 exchanges that I personally use myself, guys, and just because they all offer something different. Anyways, thank you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one.